Monday, it's the start of a new week. I always love starting new things on a Monday. I don't know why, I guess it feels like, okay, beginning of the week, time to try something new or do something different or recommit to something that I know I want to do, but maybe I haven't stuck with. So let's start our warm up and I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna jog it out first. We're gonna do guns for girls, arm workouts. We're gonna work biceps, triceps, shoulders, wrists, and forearms. One of my favorite workouts, the first workout I ever created, although by now I have 50 different versions. Reach up, bend gently to one side. I want all these stretches to be gentle since we're not warmed up. Open up. Press your fingertips back towards me. In between these arm exercises, I'm going to be rolling in ab exercises, which I love. Put your fingertips between your shoulder blades, pull down into the back gently. Stretch. Got to stretch those triceps before we work them. Put your thumbs on the front of your hips and press forward. With all of these exercises, what's important to me is not you lifting heavy. We don't lift heavy here. If you want to lift heavy and bulk up, you need to go do CrossFit. This is not the place. We strengthen and define here. That is our goal. With every single one of these exercises, even though we're working upper body, you've got to keep your core tight. So what is your core? It's part of your abs, your back, and your butt. So engage that entire area. Pretend like if you're punching yourself in the stomach and you're tightening it up to, kind of protect against it, that's what it means to keep your core tight. So really important. So we're going to use our stability ball, we're going to use our dumbbells, and we're going to use our mat, and it's as simple as that. So let's have some fun and get it done. Okay, so the first one we're going to do are push-ups. I know y'all hate them, no one really likes them, but they're a wonderful gauge of your strength and a great way to measure progress. So what we're going to do is we're going to start wide. If you want to be on your knees, just don't be right on your kneecaps, be on the squishy part above your knees in this position. Okay, so we're going to do a wide push-up, and then we're going to go in close and do a close push-up. You can do full push-ups, whichever you want to do. Our goal is going to be to do 5 of each, okay? If you can't get through all 5, or if you only go down an inch, I'm super proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself too. In. Take those breaks when you need them. I'm all for breaks. To me, they're not a sign of weakness, they're a sign that you're working really hard. The ones where your hands are close together are so challenging. Okay, so let's say you only got 2 in total. You should be proud of those 2. Sit back into child's pose. Stretch those fingertips as far away as you can. And breathe. Okay, now we're going to do an ab exercise. If you don't have a ball, it's okay. Just put your feet up on a chair or your couch or whatever. But the goal with this is very simple. Our hands are behind our head. We're squeezing up, rotating, and down. Again, it's as simple as that. Don't get too caught up in trying to make it through the whole minute. Again, when you need a break, when the burn gets to be too intense, take a break, just keep it at 3 to 4 seconds, because that's enough time for the burn to subside and get back into it. You can always take another break if you need to. Okay, so squeeze up, your head is facing up, rotate, down, squeeze up. Again, do not pull on your head, and please make sure that you're breathing. rotate, rotate, lower, rotate, rotate, lower. So you're up, rotate, rotate, lower, and done. Good job. Have some water. And we're going to move on. Let me make sure my simulcast is working. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, we're going to use the ball again. If you do not have the ball, you can mimic the position that we're in on the ground. So I'm going to grab, I'm still doing physical therapy for my shoulder, so I'm going to grab 5s. Normally I grab 8s. If you're just starting out, try 5s and then maybe keep your 3s next to you. So you're going to get in this position. You're rolling off. I'll kind of turn to the side so you can see. This is your position, okay? You've got to keep your abs engaged to help you keep your balance. If you keep your knees together, it's going to be more challenging to stay balanced on the ball. If you need a little help with that, just open those knees up a little bit. So your arms are straight, you're curling and lowering, then halfway and down. So full curl, full extension, half curl, full extension. So the 5s feel good to me. They're not bothering that area that I'm rehabbing. Full curl, half curl. Remember, when you need those breaks, take them. Got it. When you need a break, take it. Oh, we're done. I need to set my watch so that it will vibrate when we're done, so that I know. Because sometimes I just get a little, involved in what I'm doing. Okay, that's better. All right, y'all. So next we are going to be doing abs. So I want you to lie on your mat. You can get a lightweight. I'm going to get a 5 and a 3. See how that goes. And the goal with this is to bottom arm is out, your knees are stacked, and you're going to get your elbow to your knee by squeezing those obliques. If you don't have any lighter weights, that's okay. Don't use them. Just don't pull on your head. Your fingers are lightly behind your head. You really want to squeeze and you really want to breathe. So we're going to do 45 seconds on each side. If you can't get your elbow all the way to your knee, it's okay. Get as close as you can. Doing great. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Other side. All right. Again, remember your breathing. Got this. We have got this. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Hi. Oh, don't lick me. Don't. Okay. All right. All right. So the next one we're going to do, we are going to be on the floor. And I want you to grab a single weight to do this tricep exercise. I'm going to grab an 8. I'm going to grab a 10 also, just because we'll see how this goes. But I always like to grab 2 weights. I like to grab the weight I think I can do, maybe a little heavier than I think I can do, and then I like to go one size down, because at some point if you get super fatigued, and your form starts to get a little wonky, you have that weight right there. Instead of having to stop, put the weight down, get up, get the other weight, come in, because then you just waste a bunch of time. Go lay down, over there. Go lay down, right there. Down, stay. Don't bite me. Okay, so we are lying on the ground. You are lowering this to your head and up. So the 8's a little too light, so I'm gonna go with the 10. Weight is above your chest, not above your face. Lower it and let it kiss the top of your head. How does that weight feel? I could have probably gone with a 12. I don't want to waste time getting up and getting it, so. But next time I know, because your instinct is always going to be for the one you know you can do. So it's hard to remember sometimes, like, you know what, let me just start with a 12 or start with a 15, and I can always drop down. So it's a good way to go. I don't lift anything really above a 15, and I rarely use the 15s. When you're working lower body, we use the heavier weights because obviously your legs are bigger muscles, and that's important. Okay, so we're already down here. We have our weights. I want you to get that heavier weight out of the way. And we are going to go with this weight. And I want you to lean back. I'll turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. And I want you to touch it to your foot. If you're like, screw you, that's not going to work for me, I can't do that, then just draw your knee up a little bit. Okay, you can hold the weight here. Okay, so there are modifications for absolutely everything that I do. If you ever are trying an exercise and you can't do it, DM me, say, can you please, why should you have to be like right there? Just say, can you please send me a modification for that? I try to always say them when I'm working out, but I don't always succeed. Breathe, breathe, breathe. When you need those breaks, take them, even if it's 5 seconds in. Sometimes the burn just gets to be way too intense. How does your weight feel? If your form's good, keep this weight. I love this exercise because we're also working our arms. Our shoulders are getting it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. I know, I'm with you. I feel it. Okay, let's put these weights away. You guys know I always want you cleaning up as you go, because it's very easy to not see a weight, you step on it, and then you're really in trouble. Okay, next one, we're gonna do wrists and forearms. I'll grab my thighs, because honestly, I don't really know how it's gonna feel. So, you're gonna sit on your ball or on a chair, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a ball, just go on Amazon, it'll be here tomorrow. And just, you have to pay attention to the size you get. You wanna get the proper size for your heart, for your height. I always go up a little, so I think this is like a 65, and it's perfect. And God forbid you get one and it's a little big for you, you can just keep it a little less inflated. Okay, so you're gonna slide forward on your ball or on your chair. You have your hands, your forearms are facing up, your palms are facing up, and your hands are well in front of your knees. Okay, and you're gonna lower and curl up, lower and curl up. Okay, so we're gonna do 30 seconds with our palms facing up. Keep those core muscles engaged. If you want a little bit more of a challenge staying on, put those knees close together. We really want to curl. You can do this. I know you think it's like such a small movement. You're like, oh, that'll be easy. It'll be fine. It's not fine. It's not. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing, except we're gonna flip our palms facing down. Okay, so your palms are facing down, so you're all the way down and curl all the way up. So go all the way in, like so challenging, jeez. But strengthening your wrists and your forearms, not an area that most women think of, but we think about it here. We think about it here. Oh my gosh, so challenging, so challenging. And really, really just hard. It's just hard. There's no two ways about it. Whew, they always get me. Shake them out, shake them out. So, I always tell you guys how much I love these exercises on the stability ball. I love trying to keep my balance on this thing because sometimes it's a lesson in futility for me. Okay, so what we're gonna do here. So let me tell you about this stability ball. Most challenging is this position. Okay, so your ribs are against the ball, your feet are stacked. Good chance you're gonna be wobbling or falling off. If you need a little bit of help with your balance, put one foot in front of the other. If you are brand new on the stability ball, I recommend keeping your bottom leg bent, top leg straight. And that way just giving you a lot better chance of not falling off the ball while you get a feel for it. So, curling up. I like working obliques. You will learn that about me. I feel like love handles are just one of those things as you get older, they kind of sneak up on you and you're like, what are these? I've never had these before. So I like to work those obliques, really strengthen and define those muscles. I think as we get older, we're like, where did my waist go? I used to have a waist. one of the things that could just kind of help you. Woo. One more, okay, other side. And then we're gonna work shoulders. I love working shoulders. Okay, other side. You might find you have better balance on one side than the other. Totally normal. Job. All right, so working shoulders for me has, and not trying to be dramatic, it's for real, it's changed my life. I have gotten headaches my entire life since I was a child from stress, and so what would happen is I would hold all my stress in my shoulders and my neck, it would radiate upwards, and I could have a headache for 2 hours, 2 days, a week, really bad. And then you would, you take painkillers and it comes back and you do it again and then you end up getting rebound headaches. So it's just a very, very vicious cycle. When I started working out with weights and started working my shoulders, my life improved so much. I maybe get headaches now once, granted, a lot of stress. Different types of stress have come in, but a lot of other kinds of stress have left the building, which is great. So, my life is different, so that's part of it. But I noticed, even in the midst of some of the worst moments of my whole life, that as I strengthened my shoulders, I held the stress differently, and I didn't have the headaches like I had before. So all that to say, make sure you work your shoulders. Okay, so with this exercise, you want your feet shoulder width apart. I always like to have a little bend in my legs. Your core is tight. Again, pretend like someone's gonna come and punch you in the stomach. I want your shoulders back, and I want you to lift. That's all you're doing, lifting. Done a variation of this in physical therapy, so I feel like I'm doing something good for that. Why do I feel like I'm supposed to have physical therapy? Keep going, just checking my calendar. Okay, not today. Oh. Okay, I scheduled it for Wednesday. Okay. All of a sudden I just had this moment of like, oh geez. Take those breaks when you need to. And how do your weights feel? If this is like super crazy easy for you, next time you do this exercise, we're done. I want you to use a little bit heavier weight. So what does that mean? It means if you're using 5s, generally, you're not going to find 6-pound weights. I'm sure they make them, but generally you're looking at, they go 1, 2, 3. Then you're up to 5s. Then you're up to 8s, 10s, sometimes 12s, 15s. So like if you're looking at buying a set of weights, you're generally going to be looking at like 3s, 5s, and 8s, or 5s, 8s, and 10s, something along those lines. So it means next time you could try the 8s. Or if you have 5s and then you have 1-pound weights also, you can always just hold those together. Okay, as long as you have a good grip on them, it's okay to combine those weights. We're gonna do abs. Okay, so again, I love the ball, love the ball. So I want you to go back, sit up. Again, If your knees are together, it's gonna be a lot more challenging. Let me go a little so I'm not so far away from you guys. Okay. Extending, sitting up. Now what if you're like, Sean, I need more head support than that? Just do the same exact movement and just lightly support your head. Do not pull on it. Doing. If you need a break, take it. Well, 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome work. Have some water. I love these workouts. I really do. I really do. Good morning, Joanne. It's good to see you. Okay, so I want to get a single weight to do triceps with. I'm gonna grab a 10 and an 8. Again, just because of my physical therapy, I'm trying to be mindful. I don't want to set myself back because I do feel like I'm making good progress. So we're going to sit on our ball, sitting up tall, knees together. If you need a little more stability, open up. The weight goes not above your head, like back behind your head. Tap between your shoulder blades and up. So you want to make sure, since it's just one weight, you want to go a little bit heavier. So that is why I picked the 10. It feels good with what I've been doing in physical therapy, so I'm going to stick with this. Really squeeze. Triceps are one of those muscles where if you work them, they will respond. A lot of women over the years are like, I used to like my arms and now I hate my arms. So if you work them, they will respond. You can't spot reduce. If anybody tells you you can, it's not true. I've done a lot of reading on it. Doing these workouts has to be in combination with watching how you eat, drinking enough water, taking care of yourself. But if you keep, the problem is you do these weight workouts and you're going to feel hungrier. So what are you feeding yourself with? If you just are doing these workouts, you're more hungry and you just carb load all day, or you eat just lots of processed, terrible foods, you're just not going to see the same results that you would if it was sort of the full picture of, changing some things up to make a real difference. It takes a long time to sort of get off track. And so getting back on track isn't immediate either. And that's just the way it goes. Okay. Oh gosh, we're done. That went so fast. So let's, since we're down here, stretch your hands and feet as far away as they'll go. So good. Rock up. Press your fingertips back towards your body. Again, those fingertips between your shoulder blades pull down into the back. You're warmed up now, so your stretches can be deeper. Wrap one arm around the other, pull it in towards you. Stretch those shoulders. I hope you had a good workout. I did. Lunge to one side. We're just going to stretch those legs out for a second too. Hang over. Put your feet closer together. Wrap your arms around your elbows. Just stretch. Give yourself some hugs. That was awesome. Okay, I'll see you Wednesday. I think we're going to do legs on Wednesday, which will be good. Oh, we're doing legs and buns on Wednesday, right? Okay, if you need any support, encouragement, anything, you